Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Miski and today I'm going to share with you my 2 cents on Somali history and Somali language. I was born in Sweden and raised in England, so I've spent most of my time living in the West. However, I have been privileged enough to go close to the motherland and go to Kenya to visit my grandmother, which is where I started my interest towards Somali culture. She would tell me stories about how Somalia was when it was peaceful and all the beautiful things that used to happen in Somalia and how safe it was and how peaceful it was. However, when I would turn on the TV, this was far from the reality that I was experiencing. This led me to further my research in Somali history and actually get a clearer picture on the reality that I was living in and the reality that my grandmother lived in, which was 2 totally different situations. What I came across intrigued me even more, because during the 80s Somalia was very peaceful, and then you go further down into the 60s when we gained independence, and the group of people that were behind our independence were a group of 13 young Somali people who were from all sides of Somalia, from all Qabilas and all regions. However, one thing united them, and that was to liberate Somalia from colonialism. Another interesting fact about the Somali Youth League was that out of the 13 of them, 5 of them were under 25 and half of them were illiterate. They couldn't read or write, but they managed to liberate Somalia. It's unfortunate that today the great work of the Somali Youth League has been forgotten. It's not taught in our schools. It's not taught to us on an academic level, and what they focused on was mainly preserving Somali culture, mobilizing the youth, and Somali language, because language is a very important aspect of any community, wherever they are, whoever they are. And it's unfortunate that Somali youth today struggle with the Somali language, and there are very limited people that can speak fluent Somali who are around my age and in my generation, and this is unfortunate because we've mastered other languages. When it comes to Somali history, these 13 people have inspired me to start the 13+ movement, which is a movement that's going to hopefully in the long run mobilize the youth in uniting them on being Somali rather than being from a specific region, and focusing on their history so they can pass the history down to the next generation, the language as well. At the end of the day, the most important thing is that united as Somali people we can do so much, considering the fact that people have gone to all parts of the world and have mastered different skills, have PhDs, university degrees, and can have those skills implemented in Somalia to rebuild our future and have a peaceful Somalia once again, rather than just being a myth. Because we need to consider the Somali mahma, barkaliya wal mataqto.